Hey everybody, this is Jason the Gentleman here with you again today. Appreciate you stopping by. Today what I'm going to be working on is installing this RubberMaid FastTrack Rail system on the wall in my garage so that we can free up a little bit of the space. My wife would kill me if I showed you exactly what a garage looked like, but suffice to say, we could use with picking a few things off the ground and having them on the walls. So you're going to be watching me installing this. I'm going to be doing a lot of fast forward video where you're going to see things just sped up in time, because otherwise this video would probably be 45 minutes of a bore fest. So yeah, so that way I'll be able to put tools such as these in an organized manner rather than in a compact manner. Now this has actually worked surprisingly well, just using a spare rubber trash can, and you can just stack them in there, but it doesn't look as good. So we'll be upgrading that. Alright guys, some hardware packs, bolts, hardware packs, bouillonniere, that's how it's said in French Portuguese, which I think that's what that language is, bouillonniere. Anyway, alright, this is not perfectly angled. It's because of the way I've got this camera set up is super precarious. And I'm going to be using a wall laser level from Stanley. None of this stuff is donated. I bought all this. I'm obviously not donate or sponsored by anybody, because I think I've got 30 followers. Anyway, so I'll be putting this on the wall so I can make sure everything lines up nice and level and looks good, as opposed to like a complete amateur did it, which will be the case. It was a complete amateur that did it, but I don't want it to look that way, because then the wife would probably be very dissatisfied. Beautiful, lovely ladies should be very satisfied. That's always the goal. Yeah. Opening battery packs, a forte of mine. I don't have a lot of fortes, and this is one of them. Feel sorry for all the ladies in my life. Alright, so as I was taking the Stanley wall laser level out of the package, I was wondering, how am I supposed to get this on the wall and keep it there? Because I have no idea what I'm doing. So they include this little dial that has the angle that you would be at, 270, 312, oh, 315. So yeah, it's 45 degrees, so that would be 360. Anyway, it's got it so there's a magnet on the bottom here, and there's a magnet right there. And now when you have that magnet exposed, it's shooting a needle out the other side, which when it's not exposed, the needle hides itself inside here, so you can see it's not showing up anymore and thus not a danger. But when I put this here, it pushes it up. And now, when I stick it into the wall, I can just turn it wherever I need to turn it. That's ingenious. Anyway. Alright, a few more devices I'm going to be using while I do this project is one, my UE Boom speaker. This thing puts out a lot of volume in a very fantastically waterproof or extremely water resistant package, which I'll be streaming some music on my phone with. That way I don't get bored. Because goodness knows if you were watching this video in silence, like I would be working in silence, you'd get bored. But also going to be using scissors. Never leave home without them, kids, unless you're running, because you shouldn't run with scissors. And my Milwaukee Fastback. I love this thing. I love it very much. And of course we'll have a drill, because that's what all people that are both men and women that do home projects use, is a drill. Maybe they use like just a normal wrench, but oh my gosh, no. And yeah, that's all. Okay, so the recommendation is to make max suggested rail heights 7 foot 3 inches and 4 foot. 4 foot, that's rather low. Nonetheless, it's what they suggest, and these people probably know much more about this than I do, so I'm going to go with what they say, and we'll get that set up. Also be using a ruler, obviously. Tape measure, not a ruler. There's a difference. Alright, apparently it changed plans. Instead of this wall, the wife wants it on the far wall, which is right there. I'm not going to show you all the details, but suffice it to say, there's a lot of stuff in the way. I just rhymed. I'm incredible. So now it begins Operation Move a Ton of Crap. Super excited. Change of plans number 3. The wife wants it on this corner right here, right by the garage entryway, because this is where trunks would traditionally be, which means they should be, in theory, out of the way more frequently, meaning we can get in and out of our vehicles without having to worry about whatever stuff we have hanging there. So that's the spot I'm presently clearing out now. That'll be enough for 2 rails, not for all 4 of them, but at least 2 of them. So we'll get to see how difficult or easy it is. And there's a lot less stuff to move, so in that sense, it's a good thing. Just spent 15 minutes walking around inside looking for my level, which was right there in front of my face, but because it wasn't in the bag but sticking on the side of it, couldn't find it for the life of me. Anyway, now to level and finish this side. So, long story short, the camera died, so now I'm using the phone, Pixel phone. So all the video you see from here on is from the Pixel, so if you happen to think it looks fantastic, that's the Pixel phone. Anyway, unfortunately, side effect, I can't keep listening to my music, so, because it won't let me play music while I'm recording. I guess that makes sense, it just makes me sad. I feel like this one has more. And I also feel like I cut myself somewhere. Poor Jason cut himself. At some point, he doesn't even know when. It doesn't want to go into the stud. It instead wants to hit the stud, and then here's the stud and just want to do this. Which obviously won't give me any additional support. What it comes down to is a lazy screw. Doesn't want to do his job. Not willing to do your job, screw, you don't keep doing the wood. I could have done this the whole time. Earlier I was having a hard time getting the force to push because I can't push myself back off the ladder, but I couldn't prop my arm against this and push against that. But I could have just gotten behind it and used it to pull myself into it. Pro tip, if you're ever doing something in the garage close to this rail, just get behind it and use it because it's very secure into the wall, the roof. And yeah, pro tips, things to learn. Share with someone else after you were too stupid to do it. Boom. Shazam! What? I don't know if anyone else has Shazam these days, but they totally should. So, another thing, they made it so you can unhook rather than having to cut these things off and just pull them out. Didn't realize that before I put the other one on. Give you a little closer view. Let's see, right there. See how it's got the hole. It's harder than it looks. Got it. And you can just take those off. You don't need scissors or nothing. Props. These things are really well made, like very well thought out. The latching mechanism, just good stuff. I am impressed and very much so pleased. It's also something that makes it harder to put on and take off when you don't take these things out. So, that should, yep, that clipped on perfectly as opposed to being difficult like it was earlier. So me being an idiot makes them not work as well. Go figure. I'm not really sure what I'm going to put on some of these yet. But nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and call that the end of the project for today. There's still 2 more rails I haven't put in yet. But those go on the room or the wall that is presently blocked by a lot of stuff. So I'm going to have to do a lot of reorganizing and arranging in here, which will require the wife's help because she's a genius at that, and I am not. Not even close. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed seeing me install the RubberMaid FastTrack system. Expect to see videos kind of like this fairly often. I mean, mostly I'm doing home automation things, which you've probably noticed. But a lot of this is just going to be whatever projects I'm doing in my life. Because I'm obviously not being paid much, but actually technically I haven't made a penny off of YouTube yet. So it's not going to be me going out of my way to do a bunch of things that are completely unrelated to my life, because I can't do that. I'm too busy. I have a wife that I love and a job that it's a full-time job. So anyway, with everything I already have going on, these videos, I don't have time to make them just about what other people want. It's going to have to be something that fits into what I'm already going to do with my life. So you'll see things that are relevant to what I'm doing. I actually just installed a microwave, forgot to record it, which makes me a sad panda. Thank you again for your time, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you wonder where I learned such suave dance moves, a lot of it's just this, and occasional that. I understand if you're jealous, but don't worry. One day, you can be that good too. That hurts. It hurts my heart. It's just so smooth. And clip. And to remove. Clip. There you go. That's all there's wrong with now. Have a great day. And don't forget to click like and or subscribe down below. Leave any comments. I am often quick to respond. I say quick. You know, within a week, I typically respond to any of you guys. And to my peoples in Australia, which are down in that kind of direction, depending upon if you're going east or west, welcome back. To those not, I actually don't know who else watches, so. I think it's recording. Is it recording? You may recall I started out expecting to put the FastTrack system on that wall over there, but was told that that is not where the wife wants it. So I then changed the location. At first she said she wants it on this wall over here. The wall that is that away. Over there. That's where she wanted it, but I couldn't get to it yet. So instead, she told me I could go ahead and on this wall where we have most of our chest and things, she said that I could start. She wanted it more in the trunk area, so that way it won't interfere with getting in and out of the vehicle for a very long time yet. Once we have reason to go to the trunk more often, then that may one day prove a problem. Now, right now, it's not exactly the cleanest way to stack items on there. I was just putting as many things as I could on it. But now, I've also completed the other side. As you can see, I've got it set up mostly for beach items, because it has to be light enough to go on there, or else it will just break it. Well, I don't know, it can hold a friggin' ton of weight. That thing is stable as it can be. But I'm pretty excited how it turned out for the most part. I've got, you know, just beach stuff, and it's held up there nicely. It looks pretty good. It picks it up off the ground, so it's not gonna get dirty, won't block stuff. And yeah, I will eventually probably put something else on it, but I have no idea what or when, so who's to say? Maybe it'll always be beach stuff. Maybe it won't. Time will tell. But regardless, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed seeing the time lapse. Hopefully that works correctly. And I'll put that at the beginning, obviously. But try and join both of these videos together. Maybe, maybe not. if you were very good at watching closely, you would have seen some air guitar on the garage pieces. But if you didn't watch closely, you didn't see any air guitar, and it's your loss, because I have a pretty wicked air guitar. By wicked, I mean really not that good, but you know. Well, hey, there's a nail right there. I had no idea. I wonder how long that's been there. Magnet. Anyway, alright guys, y'all have a fantastic day. Please like the video down below on the bottom section place area, and comment and or subscribe. Be happy to let you guys stay on top of my life and what's going on and what projects I'm in the middle of. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and again, thank you for watching. Bye.